Audi A6 C6 chassis. Today we're going to replace AC compressor, air conditioning compressor. First you need to do, because your compressor is underneath the car, it's easier access for it. You have to lift your car, put it on a stand, don't leave it in the jack. It's always safe option to do. Stands and jack on this side. Done. One more thing. If you want to remove your compressor, you know it's the complete closed system with gas inside, so you need to find professionals who will evacuate gas and oil from your system. I'm not gonna do it myself. It's not worth renting tool because the cost of it will be about the same that just asking some guy from the garage, giving cash down. They will connect two pipes in here and they'll evacuate an empty system. So let's find where our AC compressor is. So let's go underneath the car. I don't have an underbelly cover. Normally it's like a plastic cover here. You can remove it with T25 or T30 bolts. So, and you make it empty, and this is your AC compressor. Your air conditioning compressor is driven by this belt, V-poly belt, the same belt that drives power steering and alternator. I have special video how to remove the V-poly belt, but we'll remove it now anyway. We have to remove belt, then air conditioning compressor held on 3 bolts, 1, 2 and 3 on this side, then 2 bolts holding pipes for gas, and then 1 electric connector which we will disconnect, and also for convenience we'll disconnect the oil sensor as well. Come up here. I'm gonna show you. You see that shiny wheel over there? It's the tensioner wheel for V-poly belt. In the middle there is 17mm bolt, and you have to turn it clockwise. You won't undo it, but you release the tension so you can take the bolt off. Easier access is from the bottom. Before you take your auxiliary belt off, when you refit it, you need to know which direction it was rotating. So it's always good to mark with a little arrow that it's supposed to move that way. Maybe it doesn't make much difference, but it's recommended, so you fit it the same way it was rotating. Okay, now I got a spanner on the bolt and I twist it clockwise and I release the tension, so someone from the top can drop the belt and you can remove your belt. You have to remember how the belt is positioned, or you can look at the diagram, visit my website. So we've taken the belt off now. Once again guys, please don't forget, you need to evacuate the system. You need someone to take the gas out of here because it's big pressure. You don't want to disconnect your compressor just like that. It's also good if someone professional does it and just cleans the system. So let's remove the oil sensor. Just with the help of screwdriver you push this bit and I will take it off the hook and take it off, and then we'll remove the electric connector for the compressor. Take it off the hook and here we go, electric connection. Now we'll remove the pipes. Make sure there is no gas inside, nothing inside, the system is evacuated. For that you'll need the star head. Have a look on this side. Bolts like this. I'll show you what screwdriver you use for this. Connect pipes. We're gonna use T45 Torx star head screwdriver. Okay. And let's put it in there. Sorry you can't see it on the video here, but this is what I'm doing. I've just undone the bolt and some gas is coming out. So maybe it was vacuum inside, or maybe some extra gas. They told me they evacuated the system, so let's wait till it all calms down. Noise we had while undoing the bolts, I believe there was a vacuum inside the system because they evacuated everything, and obviously they didn't fill up with anything. So now we let the air in, so don't be afraid of that sound if you've been to the garage and evacuated the system. So now we can remove these two bolts. That sizzle you just heard, it was because of vacuum inside the system, because this system was evacuated. I just rang the professional and spoke to him, and that means when you disconnect those pipes underneath, the air gets in. That's why don't be scared of that, but make sure it's someone evacuated professionally. Now with the bolts off, we'll take the pipes off. 1 and 2. Smells a bit like in a dentist. So let's now our compressor is completely disconnected from everything. Don't look at my example, but always wear glasses and gloves. I'm too familiar with this car, I like to get close to it, but it doesn't mean you have to do it. And well, wear gloves because something can still spill, some funny liquids. So be careful, well or protective. I'm taking this on my own risks. Now we take 13mm socket and undo 3 bolts that hold the compressor. That's 1. I'll just make it loose and then I'll take it out everything. That's 2. And 3rd one. Can you show it on the camera? This one here? Can you see it? Mm-hmm. Good. I've removed all 2 bolts, one there, and we have 1 left. And here we go. Put bolts somewhere where we don't lose them. Right, what's going on here? Oh, there is like a plastic holder for wires. Let's disconnect it. Just push it out. That's it. There you go, bad boy. Sunny weather, hot days, and you keep us sweating. So, that is a part number 4F0-260-805M. This is for my car. You might have different because C6 been produced since 05 till 2011. Take it to parts suppliers. I use GSF car parts. They give me good deals as a taxi driver. If you bring them old unit, they won't take the surcharge, so it will cost you cheaper. So let's go and get the new unit. Right, this is the new one. It looks nice and shiny. Probably was refurbished, but still it's supposed to be working. We've got the receipt. Comes with 2 new bolts for gas tubes. So we're going to, oh, they are a bit different. It looks like hexalon bolts. Just a sec. 6mm hexalon bolt. Let's open them. Carefully, normally comes filled with oil. Take these covers off and let's plug it in. It's always good practice to clean mounting bolts with WD-40 so they go in easy. So let's put the compressor back on its place. If you buy it in the right place, it comes with instructions what to do, how to put it back together. So I'm gonna put the pipes back on the compressor and then we mount it. so we don't drip anything. Hang on. These two were the bolts that held these cups, so oil doesn't spill out. This is the originals. Originals longer, so they can attach the hoses. We're gonna use originals anyway because that's the correct length. I think longer one goes in this one because this is thicker, and then shorter one goes in this. Back in. That's one. Let's put the compressor on something so it doesn't hang on these lines. Find the happy position and put the plug back in, put the pipe back in. Make sure you don't put stress on your lines, on your hoses. Make sure you don't break the thread. Now we put the compressor back where it belongs. It's always good to make sure so you don't break the thread to start bolts with your hands. That means you don't put too much pressure and they go in nice and easy. And then you can finish it. For tightening torques for these bolts and those for the hoses, visit my website. I'll put it there. Click at the link at the end of the video. Now we just put them to the tightening torque. Let's tighten up these bolts. Now let's put all electric connections back where they go. Oil sensor, and this is our plug for compressor, and put it in the hole. There it goes. There it goes. Appears that our new compressor doesn't have a hole to hold this cable, so I'm gonna take the cable tie and just attach it to something here so they don't get on the way to belt. When you're going to refit your V-poly belt, it's always good to remember which way it was rotating, because if you put it opposite way there is a risk of breakage. I remember these numbers were pointing this side, but before you take it off you can always take a chalk and mark direction with arrow like that. So let's put it accordingly to the diagram. Put the belt properly, ask your missus or friend to put it on. Make sure it sits correct on all wheels. I have a special video about this belt, auxiliary belt or V-poly belt it's called. Okay, all done. It's not too late. I'll try to do it today. We'll take this car to place where can they refill the gas. Make sure you don't switch on your air conditioning while you're driving without the gas inside, because you can damage your compressor. That's it. For more info about this car, visit website wheelsandmotors.com. Thank you for watching.